Welcome back to Organic Balcony Garden. It's another scorching summer day, but I'm keeping the tradition alive and starting off with a quick update on how the garden's looking. The battle with aphids on the cucumbers is still going on. Unfortunately, I haven't completely gotten rid of them yet, but I'm close. Luckily, it's not stopping me from getting a decent harvest. Our green peppers are doing great. We've got a few different varieties growing, and even the big ones are looking healthy, though it's not quite time to pick them yet. We already had our first pepper harvest from the smaller ones though. And now, every other day, we're picking just enough for a meal. So yeah, no need to buy peppers from the store until winter. As I've mentioned before, I'm not really expecting much from the strawberries this year. It's their first season, so low yield is totally normal. Now, on to the tomatoes. It's finally time to taste our very first tomato. This particular plant didn't get as much sunlight as I'd hoped, so it didn't produce as much fruit as expected. But honestly, the smell of the leaves and even just a few tomatoes make it totally worth it. Now, let's talk about the green beans. Since I planted them pretty early in the season, and green beans don't have a very long lifespan, they've basically run their course. They've given all the harvest they could, and now they've stopped producing. So the smartest move here is to pull them out by the roots and make room for something new. Time to rotate in another veggie. I've mentioned this before. Strawberries spread like little octopuses, sending out runners wherever they can find soil. Now, even though I wasn't planning to multiply them, one sneaky runner managed to root itself in my green bean pot. And honestly, I respect the hustle, so I'm letting it stay. Now, I'm using a fork to gently loosen and mix the soil. And here's the important part. I'm not removing any of the leftover bits from the previous plant. You know, those tiny roots and dried up plant pieces? They'll break down right in the soil and act like natural compost, helping to enrich it with humus. Plus, once we plant new seeds, leaving that organic material on top will actually help retain moisture, which means faster germination. Now, I know this isn't really the season to be planting seeds, but I don't want this pot to just sit here empty. If I'm careful and pay close attention, I'm pretty sure I can still grow something in it. Let's give it a try. So, what am I planting in this pot? Of course, One of my favorite little veggies, radishes. These seeds are from my personal organic seed collection. I keep them stored in small glass jars. Looks like I was in a bit of a rush when I harvested them. There are still some tiny plant bits mixed in with the seeds. But no worries. I'm sorting them out and planting each one by hand. After that, I cover them gently with soil to make sure none of them are left exposed. Alright, now here comes a super important tip. How am I going to make sure these seeds grow strong and healthy in this heat? Well, the key is protecting them from the harsh sun until they sprout and grow to about 1 centimeter tall. And guess what I'm using again? Pine cones. Seriously, pine cones have become one of my best helpers in this balcony garden. These baby radishes should be ready to harvest in about a month. Since it's super hot these days, I'll be watering them every morning and evening to keep the soil just right. Based on the climate I'm in, I'm planning to keep my pots full all the way until the temperatures drop to freezing. No empty pots on this balcony. And of course, I'll be sharing the entire journey with you. Let me know in the comments which of today's tips you liked most. And don't forget to stick around, because we've still got a lot more to grow together.